Let's talk about member design in VisualAnalysis. The basic member design unit is what's called the design group. This represents a group of members which share the same design parameters, and in the end, we'll end up with the same design shape. By default, design groups get created automatically. If we look over in the Modify tab of the Project Manager, we see there's a Design Check section, and the very first entry, Auto Group Members, now is currently checked to yes, which means as I create members, we'll do our best to group those according to their direction, their material, and shape. So let's look at an example. I'm going to draw a 2-bay frame which has a single continuous top member, and I'm going to put in 3 columns. And I'm going to go ahead and support this frame at the base by fixing it. I'm going to apply a member load for dead load. Just take the default of 1 kip per foot, and I'll do the same for live load and put another 1 kip per foot in. Okay, so now then we have results. We take a look at our result case. We can tell by looking that we have some combination cases here that are set up for ASD type design. Because I'm going to do a steel design, I have a choice. I can use AISC LRFD provisions or AISC ASD provisions. I prefer LRFD, so I'm going to go to the Load Case Manager, look under Load Combinations, and select ASCE 705 LRFD as well. So I have these additional load cases down below for LRFD. Okay, so now that I have that set up, let's go to the design view where most of the work is done. When we look at the design view, we see that if I click on this beam, it's in a design group over here in the inspector under the Modify tab called Steel Beam X G1. X was stuck in by VA to indicate it's in the X direction, and 1 means it's the first design group created. If I look at the column, notice how I click one column, all are selected. Currently, all 3 are in a design group called Steel Column G1. So that's all been created automatically. If we look at the filter, notice that under Member Details, we are showing the group name, and when we toggle under Design Display, we have Toggle Group Mesh, which means when that's checked, when I select a single member, every member in the group will get selected. If I uncheck that, then single members can get selected. Let's suppose that I want to take this middle column and put it in its own design group so I can design it differently. To do that, I need to remove it from the design group. Currently, I'm selecting all members in the group, so I don't have a way to singly select the column. To do that, I'm going to come over and uncheck Toggle Group Mesh, and now I can select it singly. Then, if I go to the ribbon under the Design tab, I have an option to remove from group. I'm going to select that. And when I do that, this member now does not have colors. It's got a dashed black line indicating it's ungrouped, and we see that down in the legend down here at the bottom. Now that I've ungrouped it, I'm going to create a group, a design group for it. So I'm going to come over to the far left in the ribbon and select Create Group, and its name, its members, the member I'm going to create and add to is column 02. We'll just call it DG001. That's fine, and it's of type steel. Notice at this time, we could actually switch to different design materials if we wanted, but it's still going to be a steel column. I'll select it, say Create Group, and now I have a new design group for this member, and we can see that if I toggle Mesh, it's the only, or Group, it's the only thing showing. Now that I have my design groups created, we'll stop here and we'll do the remaining settings and some other topics in later videos.